Hey there, Taurus Sun, Taurus Moon, Taurus Rising. Welcome to the reading for August 22nd through the 28th. Just to let you know, I am going to revert back to Moon Directed for the title of this channel. So if you notice that, you will notice that. All right, here we go. We start off this week. This week, the Moon is in Cancer. You have, wow, distinctive potential. That almost looks like the sword of truth, but also it's very much like a unicorn fish, right? It's like distinctive potential. It's something following your intuition, knowing where to go. You have here, look at the underbelly, so pay attention to the details. The sun moves into Virgo at 11:16 p.m. on Monday, and so Virgo's season is very much about paying attention to the details, and you have the shared inspiration. Shared inspiration. Throwing yourself into a new project, be willing to let go of time constraints and rules, and really be aware of whatever fulfills your heart. So lots of opportunity here, but there's a definite need to be paying attention to the details and remembering that you have distinctive potential with whatever this is. I do cover the astrology more on Facebook every day. You can check out those readings, but that sun moving in, that moon moving into Leo, 9:09 a.m. on Wednesday, so it's there Wednesday, Thursday, and really all day of Friday. The energy around that is fulfillment. Saturn in Sagittarius energy. This is really this distinctive potential. You have the opportunity to really push a project forward and see it coming. The ship is coming in. It's been a long journey. It is a completion. Wow, it's a completion of a cycle that has created new structures in your life in some way. And there's a big restructuring going on. There really is. The moon's going to move into Virgo at 8:25 p.m. on Friday. So really it's there on Saturday and Sunday at 4:17 a.m. On Saturday, we get that new moon. It's happening at 4 degrees. And the most interesting thing to me about this new moon is the full moon that comes out of it a year and a half from now, on February 24th of 2024. Ooh, it has those same numbers. I didn't notice that before. So that is very important to recognize that what you're doing now is going to take a long time to bring it in. It's going to, good thing you're Taurus, it's going to take being patient. It's going to take showing up every day. It's going to take nurturing it. It very much has this gardening energy around it. It has this energy around it of needing to focus on the ultimate goal, the ultimate dream of it, and putting in the work, weeding the garden, fertilizing when you need to, pulling out things if there's multiple parts to the project, harvesting along the way and replanting, pulling out things that don't work, being willing to move things around. They're really showing me you being very busy at putting together almost like the pieces of a puzzle. Like you have for this moon and Virgo energy, you have the 5 of Cups. And so the 5 of Cups here says, trust that there is a reason for everything that happens, and remove yourself from the negative emotions of others. Focus on that, focusing on that which frightens you or worries you. What? Oh, that's you focusing on it. Don't focus on it. I was like, that doesn't make any sense. Okay, so something's scaring you, worrying you, concerning you. There's a lot of financial instability right now, which would totally make sense. And so remember that if you get into the details of it, and almost like brainstorming this week. This week is about sharpening our pencils. That moon moving and that sun moving into Virgo, it really shifts the energy into the practical nature of things and how we can make things really work for us in a very practical and sustainable way. And here you have the 2 of Swords. She's meditating. Okay, so the 2 of Swords for the overall energy. This is almost as though you are sitting there weighing out the pros and cons, held in stasis. There's something you want to do, but you're overanalyzing it. Wow. Okay, There is, oh, I love that. Okay. Well, the future cards are very nice. I think that by the end of the week with that new moon, it allows you to move through this energy. Okay, so there's been a difficult situation here. You have the Death card here on your mind. It is the ending of something that is significant. And this Death card here, they're putting up the for sale sign on a house, and they're packing up the car, but it really looks to me like in the background, like you've got a volcano erupting, which totally makes sense when you've got the North Node conjunct Uranus in your sign. That is the volcano erupting, and Mars just moved into Gemini, and air feeds fire, and so it feels very explosive, and like all of a sudden the air is crackling with all this energy of change and the necessity to get the heck out of whatever that situation is. That situation could be a job. That situation could be a neighborhood that you live in. That situation could be a relationship. It's something, though, that you've invested time and energy into. And you've been trying to stabilize your emotions. We've got the Temperance card in the area of where the anxiety is. You've been trying to stay calm in the face of, you have the Tower here in the area of something that's transforming. And so, again, that's that Uranus and Taurus energy. There is something that that had to change, that had to end. And Taurus, because you have this Eight of Wands here in the area of what is the big obstacle, is there's been so much to do, so many moving pieces, and so often in life we're like, well, I want to make that change, but I don't have time right now, I'm busy over here. And so I think the universe said, okay, well, we'll help you. We'll just change it for you. In the heart space, you've got the Knight of Swords, and the Knight of Swords in the heart space, she's writing and crumpling things up and writing them again. And so it's almost as though you're struggling to find the words with that Ace of Cups there to express your feelings to somebody about something. Maybe something that you regret. Like something has come to a completion. It's been a long journey to get there, but something, it's completing its cycle. I just don't stop believing in yourself. Don't let the fact that honestly all of the 1, 2, again with that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, half of your cards on here again are major arcana. That always signifies to me that that's a hand of fate. This was scheduled before you incarnated. Your higher self knew that this moment, this opportunity, this big change, this big shift, this big portal of energy that opens up, that allows you to move from one level to another in your growth and spiritual development, in your growth and development in whatever you came here to learn or grow or do. This moment was always going to happen. It's been on the galactic calendar, so the cosmic calendar, right? This was going to happen. And it's here. And that means there's a leaving behind. And it's not just happening to you. Literally, it's happening to everybody in some level right now. But for you, you really feel that pressure because you have the North Node in your sign. And the North Node says, but look to the future. And so it's time to look to the future. And your advice for what action to take right now is you have the Six of Swords. And the Six of Swords is moving away from the difficulties, out of the dark into the light, allowing yourself to heal, allowing yourself to move forward with joy. Look, she's running with joy to the future. This is not emotionally difficult energy. She's like, I am escaping the crap behind me. Literally, it looks like a firestorm behind her, like everything is burned out, and she's running into the future. And you're being asked to run into the future because they've been asking you to move that way. But if you haven't, and you've been sitting here in stasis going, I don't know, should I do this? If I do this, this works. If I do that. And I know, Taurus, you like to plan things out for the variables. The thing is right now you can't plan for the variables. because there's new variables that we've never seen before happening all over. The energy is so different. It's shifting, and things and what people are doing and how things are reacting, they're happening at a faster rate. The time from thought to action is significantly less. It used to be, oh God, I can't believe, really, is that what you want me to show them? Okay. It used to be that, that for instance, somebody wants to get back at somebody, do some kind of revenge. And it used to be that they would have to take time, you know, they had to go and get whatever they were going to use to create this revenge plot. And now with, you can order something online, have it delivered, and you don't even have to show up at a store where you might get caught on video camera, right? And you can have stuff delivered to you in little pieces, and you can put stuff together. You can go online and create a cyber attack in matters of moments if you know what you're doing, right? And so there's so many things that you can do quicker and that people aren't used to, and it's all these surprising things that come at us. And here's the thing, though, out of chaos comes opportunity. And you have one of the most level-headed signs that there is. And so when you take a moment to step back and go, I'm leaving the chaos behind, I'm running to the future because I see that there's something better there. There is opportunity, there is distinctive potential. When you do that, when you focus on the future, that's when you win. Because here you have the Ace of Pentacles. There is, in the middle of all of this chaos of things falling down, out of the rubble, you can pick up the cornerstone to build something new. The Ace of Pentacles is the new moon in Virgo. And it takes a while to construct it. In your heart space, you have the Wheel of Fortune. Things are turning. And they are turning in your favor. It comes through with this clarity. There's clarity coming in. And from the clarity, you get the Empress. You get the growth. Look, they're in the garden. There's an opportunity to really grow something. You just needed some clarity to come in on it. I want to take a card on this new moon for you. This clarity is definitely coming in for you. And it comes in, I think, with the energy of this new moon. Well, Spirit has a lot to say to you. Okay. So, first off, we have the Kingfisher, and the Kingfisher is about waiting patiently for the right opportunity and then not wasting any time when you see it to go for it. Because if you're sitting there on the edge of the bank waiting for the fish to swim by, and you see the fish coming, and you go, I don't know, should I go for that fish or should I go for another fish? If I do this now, then all of a sudden when you look, because you've been sitting here in stasis trying to figure it out, the fish has moved on. And I have watched the Kingfisher sitting on the river in the middle of winter. And honestly, there's only a small opening, right? Most of the ice is frozen over, but because of there's a little waterfall right there, it keeps it open. They have to take the opportunity when it comes because they can't even follow it down like it's under the ice then. And I feel like that's what's going on with you. You've been sitting for so long. And the opportunity, when you see it, you need to go for it. Be a magnet for love, light, and joy. In the Hedgehog, this is you lighting up your heart space. When you do things that bring you joy and happiness, you put out that energy, and that brings in opportunities for you. Okay, so we have the Wolf and the Dog, and they're both in a pair. The Wolf and the Dog. The dog is always about loyalty to me, and the wolf is about partnership. Partnership that is, so it could be business or personal, but it's partnership where you are individuals, where you are, you're not controlling each other. In the wolf pack, the she-wolf decides who her mate is. It's not the other way around. Yes, she might probably pick the stronger, bolder one. That might be because, you know, she's thinking, well, survival, then my offspring will have a better chance. So yes, there's that happens. But the wolves will also, you know, they will pair off for the summer and they'll take off and then come back together and work collectively. There's a loyalty that exists between them. Be disciplined in your home and community and be independent, but work together. Yes, kind of reminds me, when I was in high school, we had a really good diver, and he was a Taurus, and he was very skilled, but he didn't want to be a team player. When the coach asked him to participate in the relays, because that's where all the points are. You get double points for a relay, and so if you can place two teams into a relay, you can win a meet. And there were a couple of meets where, the coach went to all the divers and said, hey, will you guys swim 50 yards so I can put together another relay? And the divers were like, we're divers. We don't have to do that. And so while they would get lots of scores and points and they were working toward their opportunity to go dive at state, they were not helping the team to win meets. I never understood that. There's a need to work in partnership, to be independent, to be skilled at what you do, but to take your skills and see how can you put this into a partnership that makes it a win-win. That's where the loyalty comes in. Being loyal to your community, to your family, to the people in your life that really matter to you. And not just focusing only on your own skill development, but this is mentorship and how can you bring other people along. You guys have a lot going on here. There is a big trine at the end of the week with that North Node conjunct Uranus in Taurus with this moon and Pluto that's trying to restructure things. And you have a big opportunity here to reconstruct your life in a way that has so much potential. But I want to remind you, we have the shared inspiration card. You have these cards of working in team and collaboration. Look for the opportunity to work with others. This Empress is not working alone here either. She's mentoring. How can you take the wisdom and the knowledge that you've gained, share it with others to build something that's better, that has more strength and more potential to withstand the storm? All right, big mission, I guess. North Node in your sign. Makes sense to me. All right, you guys take good care. I'm on Facebook every day if you'd like to follow along with the energy of the day. And on Sunday, I do a live chat at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time when I premiere the video for the energy of the next week. We'll talk to you soon.